Cold calling, easily one of the scariest parts about working in sales. Heck, I've been working in sales for over a decade and I still sweat up sometimes at the thought of making cold calls. Seriously, pools of urine, it's disgusting. So what exactly is the best way to open up a cold call? Keep watching to find out more. What's going on, guys? It's Fairhead from Sales Unveiled, once again helping slash through all the misconceptions around sales, business, and of course personal development, and giving you the practical advice that you need in your day-to-day roles whilst having a disgustingly husky voice. Guys, I'll be honest, this is a bit of a different video today and not the video I had originally planned. It's going to be a little bit shorter on account of me being affected and still recovering the virus that shall not be named for legal purposes. So apologies about that. However, it got me thinking this video was something that I wanted to get to sooner rather than later, because a lot of you watching this, I think 9 out of 10 of you, are brand new to sales and likely going to be thrown in the deep end on your first day, having to make cold calls. What better way than to do a video on saying exactly what you should say as your opening line when making cold calls. So how exactly should you make cold calls to prospects who have no idea who you are and no idea who your business is? Before I cover exactly what I say, that's work to treat from you, let's dive into the top 3 things that all opening lines on cold calls need. You could have said required there, Fair, that would be a lot more smoother. 1, keep it short. And no, I'm not just saying that because I'm well under 6 feet tall. I mean, I'm serious, guys. If I put this chair in its highest setting, my legs actually start to dangle a little bit like that. Imagine someone was to cold call you up completely out the blue and ended up rambling on about themselves and their business for around about 3 minutes or so. You'd get really bored and you end up hanging up the phone, right? The same then goes for us when we're setting and reaching out to our prospects and cold calling them in particular. You wanna make sure it's short, to the point, and most importantly, ensure that your prospect does not get bored, which leads us on to the second point. Guys, I know there's a lot of sales advice out there from, people that I actually respect quite a lot, who always talk about, you should be forceful, you should be to the point, you should make things as demanding as possible on your prospect to make sure that you come from a point of authority. I politely disagree with that a little bit, because in my 10 years of working in sales, I found that, being open, being honest, and being friendly always yields a better result. And it means that people are much more likely to want to have a conversation with someone who's happy, friendly, all those kinds of things. I mean, let's be honest, if you picked up the cold call and someone called you and they were, quite demeaning, quite short and abrupt and to the point, just make you think, who's this douchebag on the end of the phone? You wouldn't want to do business with them, would you? Point 3, ask a question. Guys, asking a question, or better yet, asking an open question, is fantastic and should be definitely used in your opening line when cold calling prospects. It will force the prospect to answer your question rather than hanging up there and then on the spot, which, let's face it, will happen quite often if you work in sales. Now, just understand that when you do ask your prospect a question, there might be a bit of an awkward pause. That's perfectly fine. They might even ask you who you are again, but simply ask the question and ensure that you hold on to the pause. Sooner or later, your prospect will give in and they'll want to fill in that silence and that awkward silence. It's important that we don't ramble on like I am right now, but we don't ramble on there after asking the question. So what exactly should you say to prospects? Well, my opening line is very, very simple and very straightforward. Hi, prospect's name, and then of course, instead of saying prospect name, you'd say the person's name that you know what you're doing. It's Fairhead from Acme Computers Limited. How are you? Breaking this down, it's short, to the point, and most importantly, asks that one simple open question. Just be sure to get your prospect's name right, because believe me, sooner or later working in sales, you'll get that wrong, even after years. Like, seriously, brain just doesn't seem to work sometimes. Guys, apologies once again for the shorter video than normal, but your boy is juiced up on the paracetamols at the moment and I can barely speak, so hopefully this will still help a lot of you out there. But leave a comment down below and let me know if there are any more short videos that you want, any quick tips that you want around any aspects of cold calling, sales emails, sales, business, personal development, all of those kinds of things. And as always, if you liked what you want to see, if you liked what you've seen here and you want to see more fantastic content around those different elements, please do smash the like and subscribe button and absolutely obliterate that bell notification. Always a pleasure, never a chore, and we'll see you then. And for any of you suffering with the, get well soon, guys. Here you go. Good juju your way. See you in a bit. Bye.